Start recording. The previous recording is recorded or not, I don't know.
This conference will now be
Because
recorded.
power cut and internet disconnected. So this recorded or not, because when I close this one, automatically it should open the record old one. We'll see that one later. Guys, ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we last time discussed upgrade analytics. Okay. So just yeah, very good. This is Windows 11 is going to launch today by evening, but it may not be available for a direct upgradation. Someone send a message. Okay, so here it is showing like it could be a free upgradation. How Microsoft knows you are ready to upgrade from 10 to 11. Okay, so you're yourself you are an upgradation, that is a different, like you have to download and upgrade kind of stuff. But automatically there is a analytical tools are there in our system, so it analyze your system is ready to upgrade to Windows 11, so it is automatically upgrade. Okay, so that's the thing. Here so going to new one, so then I will close them. Here it is. Guys, try to understand what few terminologies, just because of we got into that upgrade update part. So put a normal only. Upgrade. What is upgrade? What is update? Upgrade means lower version to higher version. Update, same version only, just some features, patchworking like that. Okay. What is preview? Preview versions. Preview versions are there. What is a preview version means? It is not officially launches or not officially using purpose. Just to check it how it is there, how it is, like movie trailers are there, like a preview versions are also there. Release versions, like a release 1, release 2, release 3. So they release the same version with a certain additional features or the issues in a old version. So they manage those things, like either adding a new features or removing features, and maybe some issues are there. So instead of doing giving a lot of updates to make it better, so what they're doing, so that is they do releases, like a 2008 or to 2008. 2008 is a release 1, 2008 R2 means release 2. Okay, or 2012 R2 release 2, that is a release. Okay, humulative update. So it is like a CUs, CU1, CU2, CU3, like that. It's a cumulative update. So the previous version has some issues, then they release the product in a cumulative update. For example, I try to install Exchange. It's Exchange means it's an application for a mail exchange server. Okay, 2016 I'm trying to install in my 2016 server, so it is showing some errors. As I done as per the given guideline only, I installed it, but it is not installed because it's not compatible with the actual 2016, it is compatible 2012 only. So I got these issues, then I tried to find it, so they said install cumulative update 4. Cumulative update 4, luckily, bad luckily it is not there. Then I downloaded finally cumulative update 10 or 11, I didn't remember, but it's around 10 or 11, up to 11 it is released. It's a cumulative updates. So that update package is, make the it will solve the issues. What are the issues I have by installing previous versions? So that update package will solve it. So that is another terminology called a cumulative update. Maybe spelling is correct or not, so it's cumulative update. Okay. So upgrade means lower version to higher version. Update, same version but with extra features or maybe patchworking kind of stuff. Okay. Preview means the pre-release view kind of stuff, like you can install it, you can use it, and you can also find it what are the issues in that one, and you can report it. Preview versions are mostly like for user end, use it in a production environment, means use in your environment, find it any issues are there, so you can report it back to the Microsoft, so then they will change the requirements. And different releases are there, any issue in your current version, so instead of updates cannot be solved that issue, then they release a new version with actually what required in a production manner. Cumulative updates also same thing as like a releases only. One version is not supporting as per the production related, or there is some issues in the production related one, so they release a cumulative updates. Okay. So this is one thing. Patch. Patch means normally, if tire punctures tube got some leakage, the leakage to cover we put a patch, right? So same thing is like, when you got some rupture or maybe some kind of bandage, you put it, right? Like same thing, like a patch is a simple a piece of code to cover up the program leakages or program issues are there. So that is the called a patch. So that is through updates only we do patchworking. um, any other terminologies I forget? Update, upgrade, preview versions, this is releases. Preview versions, releases, upgrades are a different type of release part. Okay. Update, upgrade, patchworking, this is a one different part. Okay. Different type of updates are there: security updates, critical updates, application related updates, patch related updates. So different type of updates also there. Any questions? My
No,
mic is
sir.
on, right? Okay. So guys, we spend a lot of we didn't spend much time, but few more points I want to tell in a theory part. Okay. So why Windows 10? So why Windows 10 is preferable compared to older versions? So a lot of people think and lot of people tell in a different manner, but I will tell in a simple manner. It is when XP is released. So compared to the old version, XP has certain features like you don't require to install drivers for pen drives kind of stuff. Okay, and mostly like old machine, you need to install network drivers, that kind of stuff. Mostly the basic drivers are there. Basic drivers you will get it in XP, because the XP CD, in the CD only the generic drivers means common drivers. It works for any the basic compatible hardware, it will work. Okay. So that is generic drivers are there in XP package. So when you install XP, the drivers are also installed, and as well as XP the environment. What is meaning of XP? XP is an operating system. What is the meaning of XP? Why they call that one as a XP? Anyone knows? So compared to 98 and 2000, compared to 98 and 2000, yeah, tell me.
Experience points.
Okay. So it is give more experience, means background colors. Okay, blue color environment, so that's the green color background, so like that it is. So experience, the XP means experience. The experience is feel good. Okay, that one. So later Windows Vista came up, and Vista not get popular in a Windows, and then 7 is released. 7 got a popular. So a lot of people are telling, like, if you are having a XP, no need to install drivers. It's completely wrong. Why? Because of it depends upon hardware manufacturer, depends upon your hardware, motherboard components, like that. So if you are purchase, for example, XP is 2000, and final release XP2 service pack 2 is 2002 final package. For example, a hardware manufacturer almost manufacturing a new audio drivers, video drivers, network drivers, new hardware. After this one, XP cannot give the drivers. Old drivers, generic drivers, it can support. And when Windows 7 is released, lot of people said, no, 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 no. If you use Windows 7, you need to install drivers. If you install a Windows 8, you need installation of drivers because they never seen Windows 8. Okay, so that is also wrong. The drivers thing, it depends upon hardware manufacturing date and operating system manufacturing date. Operating system, what drivers are include, the generic drivers, depends upon that only it will install. Mostly audio drivers, video drivers won't be there in as a compatible because they build an operating system for certain idea of region wise only, not idea of whole world. So different hardware manufacturers are there, MSI, Realtek, okay, like that. So so many Acer, Asus, different manufacturers are there. So not all drivers will be included. Not it's like not there. Some generic drivers are there. If it is a compatible, then it will install. Otherwise, not install. Like that, different operating systems are released into the market. Depends upon your new hardware. So the new operating system support is much better. Okay, even though oh, no, no, so we don't go with much stories. Personal stories are become more. Okay, it is easy for user use. For example, compared to the 7, 8 is, some people not accept the 8, but if you are comparing 7 and 8, 10 is much better because 10 is having a tablet mode, normal mode, start menu, searches, Cortana. A lot of features are there in Windows 10. So it is very easy for a user, for a normal user, means not a professional user, normal user or a professional user. Both the people can easily use Windows 10 operating system. And if you buy a new laptop or a desktop, better go with the Windows 10. And my point is, when you are buying a laptop, don't buy a laptop with without a operating system. Okay, so don't buy a laptop without operating system. Buy a laptop with a Windows 10 operating system only. Of course, now it is they're saying Windows 11 is releasing, but if you buy 11 10, maybe they are giving a free upgradation to 11 also. Okay, so buy with this one, so you will see a genuine is always better for a upgradation part. Okay, if in case you would want to reduce the cost and you are using for your only personal purpose only, that is without a operating system, you can purchase it and you can choose what operating system you want to install it, like that. So if you are professional users, so go with the Windows 10 Pro. And if you have a money, more money, go with the Pro. Okay, continuous updates are available, continuous will update. Windows Store is available, so you need to use third party websites to download an application directly from Windows Store. You can install applications, games, Xbox game station is there now. So you have a supported hardware for the running that particular game, so you can download a Xbox games, you can pay for Xbox game also. Improve device management, so the devices, the licensing, everything is a good one. Okay, so and most of our hardwares are 64-bit, so Windows 10 64-bit more much better compared to Windows 7 64-bit or other things. Okay guys, this is a suggestion, like whenever you are suggest to someone, so why Windows 10, it is easy for users because the search and Cortana, start menu, tablet mode conversions, so depends upon your device, you can convert as your requirement, continuously update, so it will improve the device performance. Okay, and the Windows Store and security, so you don't require to not always compulsory require. Like you don't want to put a money on a antivirus installations like a Kaspersky Nord 32 or a Norton antiviruses. Still you have a Windows Defender, so you can get at least primary support for your Windows 10, and you can upload the data into the OneDrive, so then you can save the data from anywhere. You can access your personal data from anywhere by connecting Microsoft Windows to Microsoft account. Okay, like that to bring your down. So majorly there is a three editions are important. So you can see Windows 10 edition. Okay, so editions. So Windows 10 Home. One is a Windows 10 Home edition. Okay, regular we are using Windows 10 Home editions only. Professional edition or a Pro. Windows 10 Enterprise. No, no, price. Okay, these three are a major important. So Windows 10, anybody can able to buy Windows 10 from the market or from Microsoft, or we can able to buy Windows 10. We can use it. Anybody, so any basic user can use a Windows 10. If you are a professional user, or like you want a Hyper-V, BitLocker, or like that, certain features requirement is there, then go for a professional. Only difference is cost is a difference. Certain features are a difference between home and professional. Enterprise only for organization purpose only. Like you are working in an organization, then organization want to give you a laptop, or maybe they are giving a desktop to you, so they prefer a enterprise edition. So the enterprise control things will come up like a work folder, BitLocker technologies, Hyper-V technologies, like that. So they maintain a licensing. Understand the licensing thing. So here it is, Windows 10 Home, individual home use, everybody availability. Windows 10 Pro, organizations, advanced users, availability for everyone. Enterprise, large enterprises, only available volume licensing customers. Means your company will give you a licenses. Same as enterprise, LTSB. LTSB means very large, very large. Simply we can say this is for a again volume licensing only. Windows 10 education. What is this Windows 10 education means? Like you are a student in university or maybe a school. Okay, so your principal will maintain your licenses, like Microsoft licenses will maintain by your principal. Okay, so they will check your computer, or maybe they'll give you license based on individual users. So how many users are there, how many students are required, so based on that they will take the license from Microsoft and they will give it. Mostly like account base only, user account base only. So Microsoft partnered universities, usually they provide Windows 10 education also. The condition is you must be above 13 years, that's it. Windows 10 mobile. So Windows 10 Mobile is launched, but it is removed in a 2019 itself. The updates are stopped because very less customers of Windows 10 and very less support for app related. So Android apps are very popular, and next is iPhone related one. But Windows 10 mobile apps are very less. Okay, computer anyway people are purchasing, but mobile is not much getting into the market, so they stop these things. But important one is first three only. This is next. The education license is given by your administrative staff of college. They will maintain academic volume licenses on. Mobile is for normal mobile purpose. Anybody can use it. Mobile enterprise only for organizations purpose only. Okay, so this is Windows 10 Home, Pro, and Enterprises. Windows 10 IoT. This is another one. So Windows 10 IoT. Like if you are doing Windows 10, if you are doing IoT thing, IoT means Internet of Things, right? Internet of Things. It is simple, like anybody can able to create their own environment for observations or automations based on their industry, this based on their personal uses also. So you need to buy everything from outside. For example, Alexa, you have to buy Alexa. So we don't buy we don't build Alexa, we buy Alexa, right? But if you want to build your Alexa, for your personal Alexa, you want to build it, so you can build it. You want to monitor your home temperature, and continuously you want to display on your mobile phone, so like that you can build as per your requirement, as per your industry requirement, so you can build your own things. So this IoT become just like a practical and leave it, but the concept of IoT is you no need to go for a particular industry, like go to Amazon, buy Alexa, go to some industry, buy something induction or like that. Okay, my cousin brother is there, he's a mechanical guy. He done mechanical in MTech mechanical is completed. Then he joined as a lecturer only because he don't want to go outside of his town. He joined in a college as a lecturer, first Polytechnic college, then engineering college. So finally he become HOD in a one college, and finally he leave the colleges also. Corona, all these things. So college is not running properly, and he left. He got some problem there. He's not feeling well, so he has to take 20 30 days leave. So finally, his mom said like leave it and better to join in a company. Okay, so which is near to him, is the well-known company only. Okay, so his father is working there, so he's also joining company as like some assistant manager kind of stuff. But he don't like that the job, daily job. So what he done, he asked me about Raspberry Pi. Berry. What are the spelling? Raspberry Pi, the Pi board and all. So I that Corona time, so I thought there is no delivery, but he learned Python also himself only. I said like I given some suggestions, but he said I thought he cannot able to. I thought you don't do it. Okay, so this is a Raspberry Pi. So I cannot able to deal with it, but I suggested ask someone who is CSC background or people who working on IoT. So the college student or anyone, so take his help and do it. But he said he may available today, may not be tomorrow. So then finally I said it is better if you want to learn, you can learn and do it. But he's learn, and he's doing with this Raspberry Pi for his industry. And the demand, like earlier days, they have to consult LNT. You know LNT, what is abbreviation of LNT? Very good. Okay, LNT automation things like wrap crop, so many automation related PLCs, manufacturing related, automation related. So many manufacturers are there. They're paying lakhs of rupees for a certain modules. So what he done? So he took a Raspberry Pi. He added some more hardware and controllers, chargers, and all. So weighing machines, automation kind of stuff. He start doing that one. He got a lot of orders from other companies also. He's working in rice mill. Okay, so the industry automations is become more possible. That is for our choice purpose only. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say. Even I have a lot of interested in networking part, but this part, but not putting lazy now. For example, if you have a Raspberry, Then also we can install Windows 10 IoT version into the Raspberry. By default, Raspberry Pi comes with Nobis. We can install any operating system which compatible with this hardware. Okay, so that is it. Also Windows 10 IoT is also possible. I have to put some money on it so to buy it. No, I'm not doing that one. Core mode enterprise mobile IoT is also available. This is don't go for this one. And minimum requirements already I told, I think so. What are the minimum requirements? 1 gigahertz or faster or SoC. What is SoC? What is SoC?
System on chip.
System on chip. Then which one is system on chip? That's SoC, system
Processor.
on. Hmm? Okay. Just only I told Raspberry Pi. Arduino Uno boards. Arduino boards are there now. These are all chips, system on chips only. Mainly these system on chips, like not for a regular computing mode. Like if you have a nowadays these watches are there now, so monitoring, walking, and all kind of stuff. So that is a system on chip boards only there. Digital watches, AC, um, uh, what is that? Ovens, electrical ovens. They're all use circuit boards. Means entire processor system on chip is nothing but it is a board contains a processor, RAM, storage, programming, controllers, IO controllers, everything in a single board only. On board everything. The processor can handle in about the ways. So that is system on chip. 1 GB for 32-bit, 2 GB for 64-bit RAM. Okay, hard disk space, free space should be available 16 GB minimum for 32-bit, 20 GB for 64-bit. Free space available. Upgrade, sorry, graphic card. So the graphic card is so general terminology like a DirectX graphic card compatibility or a WDDM10. So that's ignore that one. So if you want to like a DirectX 9, current version is DirectX 11 or 13. Check it once. Okay, display is a minimum display 800 into 600. So this is a minimum requirement, guys, compulsory. Because already I told, that's why I'm not note down here. Okay, this is a Windows certain features are requirement. So for a certain things like if you want hello future, you need a biometric like a thumb impression hardware, or maybe you require a camera for face recognition. Depends upon how you do hello, that is that required biometric is required. Secure boot is there, so you need a UEFI. If you are not a BIOS candidate, you are UEFI uh, framework if you are using, you'll get a feature like a secure boot. If you want to do BitLocker, you have to store the keys, right? So BitLocker encrypted the recovery keys you have to store. So for that one you need a USB flash drive or a TPM kind of stuff. So to administrate your keys, okay, recovery keys for that one, if you want to store normally like a USB, if you otherwise you can use TPM kind of stuff. What is this? Hyper-V. Hyper-V is a virtualization platform to create a virtual machines, run the virtual machine in your PC. 64-bit PC must 64-bit system is required. Secondary address translation and additional 2 GB RAM. Means if you are using 64-bit Windows 10, it means minimum RAM is 2 GB. Plus you want Hyper-V also. You want a Hyper-V also in your Windows 10. The 2 GB is not enough, so you have to add 2 more extra GB. It means minimum 4 GB RAM is required if you want to use Hyper-V. So this is the about your future specific requirements. If you want that future, so you need that hardware. What is this secondary level address translation means? Secondary level address translation meaning.
Transport layer.
No network hardware. Second level address translation. If you want virtualization, what should be enabled
Yes.
in BIOS? Virtualization
Virtualization.
enabled. Okay, something like that, right? Virtualization enabled in BIOS. So that is secondary address. Second level address translation means you should virtualization should be enabled. Then only it will understand how to work with the Hyper-V, the kernel translation. Additional 2 GB RAM means total minimum 4 GB RAM is required if you want Hyper-V. Otherwise, it will become slow. That's nothing. Guys. This is don't worry. This is that out of box kind of stuff only. Uh, to explain, we'll explain later this one if possible. I'm going down. This is how you install a Windows 10. What is Windows to go? So I will explain what is Windows to go also. Simple only I will explain. So it's a feature in Windows 10 Enterprise. For example, this is my PC. This is my PC. I'm working in this PC. In this PC, OS is there as Windows 10 Enterprise OS is installed. Applications are installed. Some applications required a license, some required don't require license also. Organization based applications are there. For example, VMware Workstation is a normal application. Anybody can able to download, but need a license key. Um, Enterprise level applications, for example, BMC Remedy, BMC Remedy ticketing tool. Only some applications only by particular organization based only, not based on generally available. You can't download that application from directly from website. Okay, only company will sell to the particular company, one company to another company only. Monitoring tools, some ticketing tools, certain particular applications only to one company to another company. So your company given some applications to you, and you have a data in your system. Now what happened? You have to travel for one place to another place. You have to travel from one place to another place. You can't carry your PC with it. You know, taking leave, taking leave in IT organization is not exactly a leave, right? So, for example, your brother came from US. He said like, yeah, I came from US. I took a 10 days holidays, but that day only 1 day holiday. Next day, you open the laptop, start working, right? Have you seen anyone is doing like that? Maybe friends, families. Okay, so they came that day. So finally reached India. They came to home. They said, I put 10 days holidays for my brother's marriage and all. But he opened the laptop in next day, start working. In really, leave is not at all leave. Okay, it is either it is work from home or no like that. Okay, but for example, you are going to some tour, but suddenly you are not in a you're not with your PC, so you're not carrying your PC or laptop, whatever it is. Your boss called you. That's like you said, like urgently you have to do some work on particular data, and please send me report by evening. Sorry to I am putting in this trouble. So if you need anything, please tell me immediately. No problem. There are lies only, but only thing is do it or die it in IT company. Okay, People will tell, very nice people. So companies, they'll tell, oh, it's okay, so sorry, if you need anything please ask me, ask 10 rupees. They said bye bye. Huh? That is IT company. If you die also you have to work. Okay. So one of my sorry, not one of my sister's colleague is working, is handling all work pressure anyway. So one day what happened, his kid got sick and they put him into hospital. This guy went to the hospital and he stay for an entire night in a hospital for the kid, beside the kid bed only, open his laptop, doing entire work overnight. He's doing work night and look after his kid also. And morning, his wife came back to the hospital. She is still working. Just she said like, she's called. If you are doing like this, either do your work and leave us aside. Okay, we'll go. Otherwise, leave this job and get a job is proper time, like that. So if you are not doing, someone will do it. So like that. So finally, he left the job. He took a job is which lighter work pressure. Okay, so that is IT. Pre-warning only. Next time, if said like, sir, work pressure is more. Of course, Cognizant is big company, less pressure. But if you take pressure this time, later you will in a good position. That is normal. Okay. Okay. So here it is. Your PC having your operating system, applications, and data. Now you are not with your system. Now you are should do with your system only. Means it's we can't able to do it because you don't have any personal laptop or anything. So what to do? Put everything into a external drive. Means like a pen drive or a external hard disk. Okay, you have to format it and put all the information here using a Windows to go. Using Windows to go, you put all entire your system into your USB. Why? Because these applications are licensed applications or a company based applications. You can't install those applications in someone's system. So what to do? You have to keep this data in your pen drive, and if you find any desktop or laptop, connect this pen drive to that one, boot with a pen drive, boot with a pen drive, then you will get a screen from your pen drive. So like you are working with your own system only. Instead of booting with that machine's hard disk, you are booting with a pen drive only. Very simple, guys, to understand entire story. What is Windows to go? It means your system, the hard disk content, main operating system, applications, and your personal data. That content mainly we are putting into a pen drive, not as a copy, just as a hard disk only. Just whatever the things in your hard disk, how it is there in a hard disk, same like that, same image, same copy, same image we are putting in your pen drive, and you can connect that pen drive to any system. You can boot with the system and you can get your system screen, and you can use the work. Once complete a work, shut down, disconnect the pen drive. That's a simple thing. If you understand, good. If you don't understand, it's okay. Let next time you can try it. These are all how to install or how to upgrade enterprise deployment explanation. Just if you want, you can check it. And this is the upgradation paths. This is the difference between upgrade and migrate. Upgrade and migrate. Upgrade and migrate. So what is the upgradation? Is lower version to higher version. Upgradation is called a upgrade. So Windows 7 to Windows 10 upgrade in the same PC. Migrate is two ways you can say. One, actually migrate means if you have a old PC and now you purchase a new PC and you want to migrate from old PC to new PC. What are the operating system, like a Windows 10 to Windows 10, Windows 7 to Windows 7, Windows 8 to Windows 8? Like either it is same OS you are maintaining or maybe different OS, usually like same OS only. Old system to new system you are migrating. While you are migrating, you have to migrate with data. So this data should be copy into this one. Entire user profile data as it is, we can able to migrate. Another migration is in place migration. In place migration. This is in place migration means your system is one only. Just you took a backup of your profile data and your data into some external device. You take a backup of your data to external device. You format this PC, install OS. Okay, you clean up the PC, install a operating system, and restore the data back. This is called a in place migration. In place upgradation means lower version to higher version. In place migration means same PC, it's the same PC, but you have to collect the information. You have to take all the data backup and install operating system and restore the operating system back. So that is called a, sorry, restore the data back. Main important here, user data, user profile data. That is we call it as a migration. Another hand, migration means old system to new system. That is a migration. So this is advantages, disadvantages of migration and upgradation, and this is how to upgrade. So first of all, before you upgrade, check your hardware and can you able to upgrade or not. Backup your data, upgrade, verify, update. That's it. This is migration. User state. I'm not going to that one. See, guys, I forward other PPTs also. Please go to check once. No need to be a study like each and every point I have to study, how to understand, not required. Okay. So very important thing to understand is what you understand, just understand it. If you don't understand, go for next. That's it. Okay. So no need to completely have to understand. These are all important. I'm not telling that one. Depends upon people having a different type of um, thinking methods are there. Some can easily understand, some may require a little bit force. Some may only prepare for interview, some may prepare for examination, some may want to learn. So if you like to learn, that's it. So just you can read it. So that's why I send all PPTs. If you don't like it, so you don't want to go with all PPTs are we have to learn, who will learn. So I want some only 4 points. In that attitude, it is your wish. Okay, so I'm not forcing it. Listen to me carefully, each and every sentence or a word or a not. Okay, everything. If you got a doubt, I will repeat it again. I'm telling, I forwarded PPTs to you, and also book in a WhatsApp I sent, because yesterday actually I sent book also through mail. Problem is my mail is not sent. Later I realized, so mail not sent, it is in outbox only. Again I created another mail I sent to you. That's why either you may get two mails or maybe a one mail only. So check it once. I think two times you got same mail. Okay. So check it. One mail contains guarantee PPTs are there. In WhatsApp, test book is there. So either you choose PPT or test book. Read what you require. If you are like to learn, you want to explore more, we can keep reading it. No, this is enough for me. If you feel like that, go with what is requirement. So what are the main important points, I'm telling, right? So I'm in that mode only. Okay, not to teach everything, it will take 1 month otherwise. Okay guys, another important is activation. Another important one is activation. What is activation? Okay, so what is this activation? Activation means it comes from your product and product key status. It means what is the difference between one of the difference, main important difference between Linux and Windows? What is the important difference between Linux and Windows?
Linux is open source. Windows, we have to purchase the product key.
Very good. Okay, so Linux is a open source. Different people come up and develop the Linux, and they are giving in as a freely. Okay, so you need to buy license key here. Okay, for a registration. But Windows is a Microsoft product. Microsoft Microsoft proprietary. Once you got a Microsoft Windows, compulsory you need to put a some license key. So then you genuinely purchase Microsoft operating system. You are activated means you are genuine user. You are not activated means you are not a genuine user, just you are using it. Yes, someone is telling something.
Sir, I was saying in Linux, everything is a file. Like whatever data we store, it only is stored in the form of files. But in Windows, we have different various ways of storing data, like in multimedia, pictures, and everything else.
Yes, here in a Linux everything is a file, including if you create a directory, that is somewhere it is like a file only for Linux. Okay, including like you install an application or any background files or everything file, we can able to access it, we can modify it, we can manage it. But in Windows we don't see that kind of stuff, even if it is there, but we don't. When you are learning a Windows administration, we don't go with that kind of .dll file, .css files. We don't touch it, and also we don't know the what is the kernel files, bootable files, and all. We don't put more things in that one. Correct. Linux is everything is a file, including if you put a command is a file. Okay, so yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so I'm not we'll back to that one, Linux and Windows again another time. Okay, so what is the activation? Activation means you will get activated when you are using a proper key, product key from the Microsoft, then you are activated. Okay, activation establish a relationship between product key and installation on specific device, assures software integrity, provide full update and support. If you are a activated user, so then you will get a regular updates and support, will you will get it. License compliance, so you will maintain license like you are not getting activated, so then you will show your serial number and product key, and then again you will get reactivated. If hardware changes, reactivation is required. For example, you buy a Windows 10 home and you install in one PC. Now the PC is not working. Now you change it to another PC. You remove that PC, you change it to new PC. Reactivation is required. Reactivation is required. In the licensing terms, there is a three type of licenses are there. One is retail, OEM, volume licensing. One is retail, another one is OEM, another is volume licensing. So what is retail? What is retail? Very simple. You purchase a CD, you purchase a DVD from market or Amazon or Flipkart. So you purchase a DVD and you install with the DVD. On the DVD there is a license key, so you have to put the license key and then you will get activated. That is called a retail. Or you download a operating system from Microsoft, you download operating system Microsoft, and you pay directly to the Microsoft or through a online license key. You are paying, you are pay something around like 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. You pay for a license, so Microsoft give you a license key, insert the license key and activate your product. Okay, activate your product. So that is activation. So retail means individual license key, means single device, single OS, single key. That key won't work for the other PCs. So that is called a retail. OEM. OEM. What is OEM, guys? OEM. Retail is normal. Retail means you purchase a operating system. Along with operating system, you got a key installation. What is OEM? Most of your PCs are OEM only, including my PC. What is OEM? OEM packages.
Sir, original equipment manufacturer.
Okay, original equipment manufacturer. Correct. Original equipment
Manufacturer.
manufacturer. What is that meaning?
Sir, it is a company that manufactures and sells product for the other products.
Very good. Yes, someone is also telling.
System comes with pre-installation of the OS, including activation
Very
from
good.
the manufacturer of the laptops.
Good. Good. Yes. OEM, original equipment manufacturer. It means the original person who is manufacturing it. But in the terms, but whatever the abbreviation it is, but that is abbreviation. But in Windows as well, but one, you purchase a desktop or a laptop. When you purchase a desktop or a laptop, that is comes with a operating system. For example, most of our PCs are Windows 10 homes only. Why homes? Because by laptop by default operating system it is there in a Windows 10 home only. You purchase a laptop or a desktop with a operating system, it meaning is it is already pre-activated, it is already activated, given from the manufacturer, means the laptop manufacturer install that operating system given to you. You are not installing it. You are not installing. You got operating system directly from manufacturer only. So that is OEM package. This OEM package won't work with other hardware. It means my laptop contains my operating system Windows 10 OEM is installed here, for example. Now I purchase a new laptop. Now I want this license from this laptop to that laptop. I won't get it. So I got some PC without operating system. Now I want to put this license from there to here. We can't put it. This license, we can't put it. Okay, from other PCs. This license of this operating system works in this PC only, not in other PCs. Because internally in the hardware means usually like your BIOS, the license link is there. Even if you are format the PC, reinstall same edition of operating system, same edition, same you have to install. You have to install same edition. You have to install. Once you are installed, automatically it get activated because of your hardware save your license. It is OEM package. Next one is volume licensing. What is this volume licensing? In my company, I have a 50 PCs are there. For example, 50 computers are in my company. Now I have to license all these computers. Otherwise, Microsoft will come to your doorstep and fine with crores of rupees. Lot of people are paid like that, like a 3 crores, 4 crores rupees fine only. Okay, so I have a number of PCs are there. Each PC have to buy a license. It become more costly. It become more costly. So what I do, I purchase 50 computers, 50 licenses bundle, 50 license bundle. It means I will get a 50 licenses in a single pack. In a single pack means I pay for a 50 license at a time, not one license. So then I will get a little bit less cost, maybe depends upon Microsoft and your company. Okay, so I purchase 50 licenses. I will assign each license to to individual PCs. Like this is one license, another license, another license, another license. So I'll put a key, license key to individual PCs. Either manually I put a license or using a server, usually like a Windows servers. I distribute the license. Depends upon user or depends upon PC. I will check the PC authorization and I will give you license. So very simple. Volume licensing means buying a license in a bulk, buying a license in a bulk manner. What is a, yeah, tell me.
Sorry, lunch break.
Lunch break. Okay, I will give. So once I completed this one, so then this is the last one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is the last one. So we'll see this. Um, what is a volume licensing? Buying a license in a bulk manner. 100 licenses, 200 licenses at a time you are purchasing it and distributing licenses to your PCs. Normally, volume licensing by enterprises, organizations only, for organizations only. Retail for individual user, OEM, individual user, which comes with laptops comes with operating system, that is like a OEM. A desktop comes with operating system, it's a OEM. You purchase DVD or a license key from Microsoft or outside, that is retail. Volume licensing, bulk, you purchase in a bulk. Okay, you purchase the licenses in a bulk manner, purchased by organizations only. So that is like more PCs at a time you are purchasing. So this is a main important activation methods: retail, OEM, volume licensing. What is activation? That is another question. Okay, this is not record. This is so many there. KMS is, maybe some of you know what is a KMS, key management system. Normally, we are downloading that application to crack our operating system, right? For crack MS Office and to crack operating system, we are using a KMS application. It is nothing but it is also a server actually in organization. When you buy multiple licenses, then we put it to KMS server, activate the PCs. But here we are using a crack kind of stuff, KMS. It automatically activate your PC by generating a random licenses. Okay, there is other working is there, so we don't require almost. These are all not required, guys. The activation is required. Activation, type of activations. That slide is required. Okay, guys, we'll take a lunch break. Be back at 2:30. Okay, so 2:15 or 2:20 start logging. So I will start at 2:30. Max to max 2:40 I will start. Okay, so don't take more time because we have to do, there's a 2 3 practicals are there in a Windows 10, so we have to finish fast, then only we can go to the server. Otherwise you don't understand a few things. Okay, I'll show you server practical also today. Tomorrow server theory. Okay, that's it.
This conference is no longer being recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Huh? I said stop recording.
Sorry, it started again.
Yeah, that's
This conference is no longer being recorded.
the apps and all. Okay, so guys, be ready at 2:20. Eat fast, come fast.